Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So, I've just gone ahead of it and I've built this little sulfuric acid making machine. It's nothing special. We've already made sulfuric acid a couple of times for this playthrough. But then again, I was kind of thinking about how we do the oil ratio. And I was kind of thinking about what would be better if we just do the oil cracking recipe or if we do the recipe that straight up makes petroleum gas out of crude oil. And I came up with the conclusion that making the oil cracking recipe is definitely better. If we have a quick peek over here at our main base, we do have our oil calculating rig over here. Let's call it a rig. And over here, we put in like 100 crude oil, and then we calculate one path down here, the full heavy oil cracking path with the 2 refinement steps, and over here, the crude oil straight up into petroleum gas refining step. And both of these are running at a productivity bonus of 124% or 24% more productivity. And then we can have a look at the results. If you remember this thing over here, what we basically do over here is we calculate every step all the way in turning things into heavy oil, crude oil into heavy oil, crude oil into light oil, crude oil into petroleum gas. Then we add the first set of productivity bonus on top of that. Then we take the heavy oil, crack that into light oil, add productivity on top of that again, and then we take the light oil and turn that into petroleum gas, add the productivity on top of that, and then we get the final result over here. Now, this result over here also does include our Chris 9915745. What the hell? Thank you for the follow. Always fun when it happens. Nevertheless, this over here also does include the light oil and the heavy oil that we produce in the recipe, but the total of 119 petroleum gas over there is the amount of petroleum gas that we get out of 100 crude oil over here. Now, if we would do the same thing with the other recipe over here, the amount of petroleum gas we get out of here is 111. That's only a difference of 8. Which is not a lot. You will notice that the difference will be way more if, for example, we would put in 3 of the maximum level productivity modules. If we would do that, the difference would be significant. Then over here, we would get 225 petroleum gas out of 100 crude oil compared to 144 over here. That is, yeah, it's 80 more. Which is, if you turn that into units over there, about 50% more, give or take a little. Actually, it should be 60% more. It should be 60. Doesn't matter. It's more. But yes. But keep in mind, if you do the recipe, let's go back over here where we are. If you do the recipe, petroleum gas straight into, or crude oil straight into petroleum gas, this over here does take 5 seconds to craft. So even if we put beacons around this thing and make it run at twice the crafting speed, it would still take 2.5 seconds over here to make 90 petroleum gas. Over here, we need a total of, I think, 240. Yeah, 240. So 90 per second. We need a total, to emulate that, we would need a total of about a crafting speed of 4. There will be 2 of these machines next to each other. Okay, it would be a bit smaller. Wait, it will not be a bit smaller. That will be if we calculate them at the same speed. 5 of these make 90 per second at crafting speed 1. At crafting speed 2, we need 5 of these make 180. And then we need 240. So we would need at least another 2.5, give or take. So that will be 7.5, 8 machines. So let's say 8 machines. This over here is 10. And it is more productive. So going the way of the oil cracking, in my opinion, is definitely the better way of doing that. Good. Also, I mean, more productivity is just more good. And we also kind of managed to make a layout over here that uses 3 beacons over here. This one over here is a little bit, well, this one's a little bit alone over here. But this one over here, a very nice beacon usage of 8 machines to 1 beacon. And over here, this is what I'm kind of happy about. Having like all these 8 machines over here around this beacon over there is also pretty good to see. Now we still need to figure out of which one of these needs to be the near hand and the forehand side machine over here. But you know what? Let's just try to kick this thing off. And of course, yet again, to kick this thing off, the only thing we need to do is to make sure that this thing over here is connected to the main grid. Some of the trains are already set up, not all of them. Some of the trains still need to be put in. But let's hook you up to the main line over here. There we go. And maybe step away from the main line because trains will be coming in after we put that thing in. There we go. And now we just need to wait on the petroleum gas train. Now, for the iron plate train, well, that thing does not exist yet. We still need the iron plate train, but I think we can order it up by means of bots real quick. But I'm pretty sure that we don't have that much of a bot range over here. So if we place, say, you over there, then this one over here should definitely be built. And then, of course, we need the sulfuric acid train. There we go. And let's put that in as well. Now, we already do need the sulfuric acid because I've done myself a favor and I've already placed down 3 iridium mines over here. And these iridium mines, well, they're pretty straightforward. They do require petroleum gas, sulfuric acid over here to run. And we already have set up 3 stations for that over here. And we also have 3 1-for-1 iridium ore providers over here. So we only need to add stuff over here for that to go. Good. And you over there, you're also going to be straightforward. This is going to the iron ore provider and the iron ore requester. Full cargo, empty cargo, just hit it. Speaking of the iron ore, I did find a little bit of an easier patch to use. And the iron ore is also kind of hard to see on the winter map because it's gray, and gray on white is not really a good contrast. But there was a bit of an iron ore patch over here, and I thought to myself, you know what? Why not use this one? I think this one over here will be fine. And if we do need more iron ore, we got more iron over here. That's like 400,000. And I think around here somewhere, I saw, I think, one even in a couple of million. Was there one over here somewhere? There's a little bit of iron ore over here. But yes, looking for something that's gray on white, or gray on gray even. There are, of course, mods out there which can help you identify fields a little bit more. There's also mods out there that basically place tags on every field that tell you how much is in there. In my opinion, that usually clutters up the map a little bit too much. It will be fine. Ooh, that's a nice big cryonite patch. And there's an iron ore patch next to it. Lovely. Good. So, we are waiting on this train, but I think this train over here... Nope, this train came. Never mind. It was there. But then... Okay, that worked. Oh, the water connection over here is missing. Oh, I see. There we go. Yeah, move you over there. There we go. Yeah, that sounds more like a machine. Let's have a look at this. What's with you? You're not getting anything. I guess because other machines are getting all the petroleum gas, that could be a bit of an issue. I mean, I did calculate these. Each one of that. There we go. You got a little bit. Maybe it just needed to back up a bit. It probably just needed to back up a little bit. But we can already see that this one over here is having issues. Near inside, please. Okay. Maybe keep that on the far hand side then. And maybe you on the near hand side. There we go. Yeah, that is definitely weird. But yeah, he should put out on the same side as this guy. And you on the far side, you on the near side. And then it should be fine. The only thing we're missing over here is, of course, the iron plate, which will be coming hopefully soon. Speaking of, that will probably, of course, be done over here. And this train is actually, you know what? I'm just not going to even wait on that here. Come over here. I want to see my machine over here in action. There we go. There we go. Good. So he'll be coming over soon. I do think that we have... Yeah, we do have some turnaround points over here. But... there's nothing coming his way. So now the signal over here is red and the train is coming in. It's kind of hard to see which direction these things point, but I think they point outwards. So it should be fine. And yeah, this is not the best iron ore recipe, but you know what? I don't really care. We don't have any filtration systems over here, and I don't really want to be messing around with too much filtration stuff. And there is already 40% productivity bonus in here. I think that's fine. Oh, the train has arrived. There we go. And here comes the iron ore. And I just kind of want to see this over here also in action, just to make sure that everything over here is going as intended. We do need... Yeah, that should be fast enough. That is definitely fast enough. There we go. There we go. Please, smelt that ore. And then it goes into there. And we turn that all into sulfuric acid. Lovely. Is it going fast enough? Well, with the productivity, it should be going fast enough. And we probably just needed to wait for the productivity to trickle 1 time over. And yeah, now that is going at speed. And we are getting some sulfuric acid over here. Excellent. We can set this train up as well. You go to the sulfuric acid provider, you go to a sulfuric acid requester, you go full cargo, you go empty cargo. Have fun over here, and we're just gonna let this trickle over here. Now, we only got a total of crafting speed 4 over here in terms of sulfuric acid making. That does mean that we make 50 per crafting speed. That's 200 per crafting speed plus 24%, 25% on top of that. So we make 250 sulfuric acid per second. I think that is enough. I mean, 250 per second. That would mean we can fill up one of these wagons. That is still kind of slow. But then again, I'm pretty sure we don't need that much sulfuric acid. And this thing over here can just sit around and have some fun over here. Perfect. Good. In the meantime, at some point in time, we will be starting to mine those ores that we need. That will be done soonish. But we do need to set something up for that. And let me just grab some pulverizers. I kind of thought I could just copy over this thing over here for the iridium pulverizing. But actually, iridium pulverizing is a bit different. But first of all, there's one. We need one of these. And let's go over here. Also, we have researched homonite crushing, so that is done. If we have a look over here on Turkman again, there we go. Oh, it's already completely backed up. Lovely. Yeah, I've put the recipes in. These machines over here have been busy. This machine, or this one, is kind of full. We only miss some materials over here. I'm actually not quite sure why the rocket is not flying over. Let's have a quick peek over here. That will be you, and you are waiting on cargo rocket parts and on some water ice. We could maybe just force him to fly over, but there's no hurry at the moment. There is absolutely no hurry. I also cleaned up this part over here. So the train over here is done, and that train should have brought... I'm actually kind of concerned that this train over here has not returned yet. Because... Why did that happen? There's less than 8,000. Oh. Oh no. That's so annoying. Why does this keep happening? Well, it's fine. We don't need it right now. We can fix it later. But we have to keep in mind that sometimes these things over here are just flipped the wrong way and the train over here just sits there. But that is perfectly fine. Good. Pulverizing. Where's the thing? There we go. Plop. There we go. We want to crush ourselves some iridites. Now, iridite crushing is a bit weird because we have a feedback loop and we get sand out of it as well as crushed iridite. Now for the feedback loop, we already know how to do that, or we've already done it quite a couple of times like this. We just put like an input priority and output priority like this. We are going to put like one of these over here and one of those over there. I kind of did not click on this correctly. There we go. And then we feed you in like this and we feed you out like that, and then we just keep it spinning like this. That'll be fine. Now, if we... Let's just copy this over real quick. Or we could copy it over soon. Let me just turn off my bots real quick, because then... I can't flip this. What the hell? But I can flip this. Good. So, we could do it like this. We could technically also do it like this. I like this. I like this. We can probably place a beacon in the middle. And then... keep it spinning like this. Yeah, that works. That works. And then, of course, one of these and one of those, but not this beacon. Sure. At least this way around, we can beaconize the crushing. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. And we can just... we only need to top up the iridites. Now, that basically means the feedback loop, I think it's fine. But technically or practically speaking, what we're making over here is, or what we require over here is 0.6 iridium ore per second. And then we turn that into 0.3 crushed iridite per second and 0.1 sand per second. So these are really, really very, very small numbers, minuscule numbers. If we could squish this apart a little bit more and maybe even it out, we could definitely even it out here. You go down by 1. You maybe go down by 2. That should be fine. And then let's pick up you, and you go down by 1, and then you go up by 2, and you go up by 1. Then only this over here is a little bit weird tomato form, but this over here should be fine, because now we can think about something like this. We can now put in a belt over here in the middle and just start unloading onto a belt with some of these. If we, and we should probably do that. Let's pick this up again. Actually, I don't really think we need even stack inserters. I think normal fast inserters will be fine enough for that. But we probably want to weave a little bit over here. Let's do something like this. You over there, you over there, you over there, and you over there. Let's place these two down real quick so that we can set up one of these with the Iridium crushed iridite and the other one over here with the, not this one, with the sand. There we go. And then this, flip, this. Let's pick you up real quick and place it down. Because now we can do something like a bit of weaving over here. We can go up of this one. Let's use red belt for this. This is... Yeah, no. Let's use red belt. And then we go like this again. And then you go all the way like this. And then the other one comes in from over here. Goes like this. Nah, this is a bit confusing. Wait a minute. What the hell am I making over here? Definitely like this. Definitely like that. You go under like this. You go into that, and then you go like this. There we go. That should be stackable now. If we do this. Yeah, that's definitely stackable. Cool. And the more I think about it, well, it's 0.6. Well, actually, it's 1.2 items per second going in. That's 2.4. 4.8 in total. If we put in speed and prot in there, then it's 9.6. So that's about 10 items per second over here. For a single yellow line over here, that will be fine. But what we could do is we could just increase this to something mighty like this. And then double it down again. That seems fair. Then I don't think we need a red belt over here. But what we definitely do need is a bit of a blue belt in here. Because then this thing over here just goes like full speed, blue ahead. And then we do need some blue over here. Let's maybe calculate it in reverse, because then we know how we have to paint the belt over here. So we go all the way to the back. So what do we say? It's 0.6 items per crafting speed. This is a crafting speed of 4 if we add all the speed and all the productivity. So that's 1.2, 2.4, 4.8 in total over here. So this over here is 10. This over here is 15. And everything before this is faster than 15. This is 20. No. Wait a minute. Let me just copy paste this out real quick. There we go. Oh, that did nothing. Wait a minute. That's way better. So let's just assume 5, 10, 15. So everything belong this. This is 20 items per second on the belt. Which means 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then you need to be red over here. This over here will be 30. I probably have to recalculate it again because I think I'm a little bit tilted on my brain side, but it'll be fine. I think this has to be blue, and then the rest of this is going to be more blue, dabba-dee. There we go. So, reverse calculating belt speeds. This will have a speed of 5. This will have a speed of 10. This will have a speed of 15. Yes, there has to be 15 items per second on this belt. So this one is yellow. Starting from over here, this has to be red because over here we have 20 items per second on the belt. Then we got 25. Oh, wait, 25 over here, 30 over here, and then 35 over here, and 40 over here. That is exactly how we need to do that belt color in the middle. I'm not even going to try to do that over there like that. I'm just going to copy paste it like this, and we're done. Good. Perfect. As for these belts over here, I think I'll just snake them through and then see where we end up. I'm pretty sure that even if we go full speed, well, okay, let's have a quick calculation then. It is going to be Iridium over here. Let's just assume, let's calculate it for the crushed iridite. And if we don't need anything more than a blue belt for the iridite, we definitely don't need more than a blue belt for the sand. So 0.3 crushed iridium per second per machine over here. per crafting speed. We got a crafting speed of 4, so that is 1.2. And then on top of that, we add the productivity bonus of... It's not 25%, it's actually a little bit more than that. It is going to be 32%. So 1.2, and then let's say a third on top of that, 1.6. It's 1.6 crushed iridium per machine per second. In total, we got 32 times 1.6. Oof. Ooh. Oh, that is over 45. That is definitely over 45 at the end. So let's play it safe and just loop 2 together. And then we're going to be fine. Then we are going to be absolutely fine. So that does mean that we do need to do something like this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that, this. And then let's loop the outside together. We lost some belt over here while doing that. That is so annoying. Oh, no. There's definitely some issues on this belt. Yeah, they're there. Okay, good thing we checked this, because there is definitely some trouble over here. And then we can actually leave it like this, and then we go up. Oh, and now we need to fill this in. What the hell? Yeah, this yellow one over there, not required. This yellow one over there, not required. I'm pretty sure there's an issue on this belt, but since it's gray on white, and as we all know, gray on white is, of course, the best color combination, which it actually is not. There we go. It should be fine if we do it like this. Also, why are you all the way over there? You could be all the way over here. Well, so be it, so be it. It should be fine. And then we got the same copy-paste error over here and over there, as well as over here and over there. And I'm just going to assume that this thing down here is fine. So we're going to delete the top part, and we're just going to stick it up again. And actually, that was stupid, because the bottom part over here on this belt is not the same as the one over there. So we are just going to have to do this the old school way. There we go. It'll be fine. And then we go in like this. We go down, we go up. We go over, we go down, we go up, we go over, we go down, we go up. That's a little bit too far. I forgot the up part. And we go over, and then we go all the way over here. You go like that, and then you go like this. Take out this, take out that, and there we go. That should be fine. And then we get one belt out over here containing... Actually, we can't cut all of this because you start over there. We get one belt out over here containing sand, and one belt out over there containing our crushed iridium. It really does not feel like a lot of crushed iridium that we're making over here. This one over here was... Yeah, it was actually fine. We need to take out this one over there and shorten this one. Good. So, kind of thinking of doubling it down again. Massive machine. Well, then again, it does make now about, what is it? A little bit over 45, about 50-ish crushed iridium per second, which I guess is fine. Keep in mind, the trains will not be that full of the crushed iridium stuff, or of the iridium stuff, because the trains over here, where is it? The iridite over here only stacks up to 10. So whenever we have a train over here picking up stuff over here, he will only be picking up, if we got four wagons of 40 stacks each, that's 160 stacks, 1,600. 1,600 crushed iridium blocks will be picked up over there and then turned over here into whatever we need. We could butterfly it. I want to butterfly it. We could just flip it on its head. No. If we do want to butterfly it, we could easily do that. I mean, go big or go home. Before we do that decision, let's just click on the power pole real quick. How much will these eat? It is half a kilowatt each. That is already 16 megawatts. Half a megawatt each. That's already 16 megawatts over here. And then we're gonna like make them go faster and go more nuts. Actually, it is 3.3 megawatts per machine. If we do it like that. So this times 3.3, that is another 32. That is, yeah, you know what? One of these is fine. One of these is fine. We don't need it any bigger. I would like to make it bigger, but one of these is fine. Good. We could make it over here. I mean, why not? We can then belt it maybe over here and send it off and just make the machine over here. We already got a bit of a station over here, and then it's just right next to our sulfuric acid machine. And you know what? I like that. Why not? Why the fuck not? Good. So we need an input and we need an output. Now, the Iridium output is going this way. I want the rocket to be on that side. It'll be fine. We'll just use some belt buffers or something like that. It'll be fine. So place it over here, please, and start thinking of it. I can already see that our little train over here already went to a mine. Not quite sure which mine it went to. Well, probably this one over here. Yes. And here comes our Iridium. Perfect. Yeah, it does not really seem to be used up instantaneously. That's already good. These over here also do eat quite a lot of power. Oof. Yeah, we should probably put some efficiency modules in these because they eat a lot. A lot. They are not really that fast. Mining Iridium is 500% running mining time, so that's definitely a thing. And I just looked at the clock, and we are also kind of running out of time. Tell you what, I'm going to be hooking this thing up and making sure that everything is in there. And then we're going to kick it off over here and see some Iridium go off the belt. The rocket should probably be filled up quite fast. And now to think about it, we do need like 3 train stations over here at least, because we do want this over here to be supplied fairly well. Another thing we have to check up every now and then is how much crude oil we are actually using, because this train over here is coming over here quite fast, and the amount of sulfuric acid we're making over here is also pretty impressive. Nevertheless, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out in growing this channel to something bloody amazing. You can also find me on twitch.tv/BoldViking, where we do even more Krastorio. We're currently playing Pyanodons over there, as well as some RimWorld and some XCOM 2, and whatever I else can get my hands on. And without further ado, I wish you all an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around! Let me just walk away from those mines.